Well, look, we're still trying to figure out what has unfolded. Donald Trump was appearing on stage at a campaign rally in Pennsylvania. He hadn't been speaking for very long when these loud noises rang out. We don't yet have confirmation whether or not they were shots fired. Donald Trump appeared to either duck or fall behind the lectern that he was speaking from. He was immediately surrounded by what looked like Secret Service officials, people with weapons. He did come up. There was screaming that appeared to be heard from the crowd there. We did see what looked like Donald Trump being brought to his feet. He appeared to raise his fist before he was escorted off the stage and taken away in a vehicle. So look, this is still unfolding. I'm looking at live pictures coming in now. It is not clear what has happened here, but certainly something very serious at this rally in Pennsylvania where the former president was speaking only moments ago.
Jade, give us a sense at these types of rallies, what sort of security presence is put in place, what preparations are put in place to keep the crowd, but also, of course, the people who are speaking safe?
Well, as a former US President, Donald Trump does still have a very high level of security. He would have that, you would expect, for the rest of his life. He is now, of course, about to become the official Republican nominee at this year's election also. So he does have Secret Service officers travelling with him at these sorts of events. There are normally security checks in terms of the people that are filing in as part of that crowd. I don't have exact numbers how many people were in the crowd there, but it did look to be a very large crowd that had gathered to listen to the former president speak just days, as I said, before he's due to be appearing at the Republican National Convention, where he will be officially confirmed as that party's nominee. We have just learned that President Joe Biden has been asked whether or not he has been briefed on the situation. At least a few minutes ago, he said he hadn't been briefed yet. The president is at his home in Delaware for the weekend. Now, I'm outside the White House. It's a Saturday afternoon here, so there are normally a lot of tourists, a lot of people in this park right opposite the White House. I'm not sure if this is related, but it looks as though they are shutting this park down. There is a police car up ahead with lights flashing. It looks as though people are being moved out.
And Jade, we know that in instances like this, as we saw immediately, we're seeing vision now that was from earlier of the security detail swarming the stage the moment that something appeared to either graze or hit the side of Donald Trump's head. There are very clear and strict protocols in place around security there on the ground, and obviously where you are at other key places. We know that often there would be other protocols to come into place for other key political figures as well, wouldn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. And look, if everybody is being moved out of this park, then we may be moved out of this park within moments as well. So we'll keep an eye on that. But yes, as I said, Donald Trump would have a significant security contingent with him. We saw in the immediate aftermath of this incident him being surrounded by what looked like Secret Service officials, people with weapons. Yeah, we're being asked to leave this park now, so we're going to have to leave it there. We'll move outside and come back to you.
We'll leave you, Jade, and we'll come back to you in a moment. I mean, it's interesting what Jade was saying there immediately, Joe, that there have been questions of US President Joe Biden about whether he's been briefed on this. Of course, this has all just happened in the last few minutes, but the fact that that space out the front of the White House is also being evacuated, and Jade McMillan, our bureau chief there, is being moved out with the team.